Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate Dumichel, and I'm a Canadian teacher. I'm the creator of the Meta Mindset YouTube channel that makes brain break videos in French. And I also make teacher resources that I sell on TPT and now in my own Meta Mindset Shopify shop. So if you're interested, take a look over there. I also have t-shirts and stickers for sale if you're interested in that. Today I'm going to show you my morning meetings for the month of December. But first, before I get started, I wanted to show you a couple of things that you may not know about. I made a new video for the first time using my own body. I spent a lot of time making this video, and I know the quality wasn't perfect. The lighting was not perfect, I think, and also the background wasn't great. But I was trying out the background removal feature in Canva that takes the backgrounds out of the videos. I think I'm going to try again some other time, but I have to find a wall that has the same color in the back, make sure the lighting is uniform. And if you didn't know, I made a rock, paper, scissors card game that's intended for kids to play, and I thought it'd be pretty easy because it played like war. If you head to TPT or Ko-fi.com or even the Meta Mindset shop, you can find this for purchase. What you'll get is pages that look like this. So we've got rock, paper, scissors. And yes, you have to cut all these out yourself. I'm sorry. I did it and I played with a couple people and it was super fun. The other card is called bataille or battle. So basically just like war, but also just like rock, paper, scissors. So paper beats rock, rock beats scissors, and scissors beats paper. But if you play a battle card, then you actually have to play rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and whoever wins that wins all the cards of your opponent. So that's how you play. If you're interested, you can head on over and get some of those. And the second thing I wanted to mention is that I also started a Meta Mindset email newsletter. I've only done it a couple of times so far. But if you are interested in joining to just read about stuff that I'm thinking about during the week, things that I've been reading, things that I listen to, things that I watch, also might have the opportunity to learn some teacher tips, share some resources or get some deals on resources, that type of thing, then you can head on over to the link in the description box below. If you do sign up, you'll get these little mindfulness cards for free. They're in French, just to let you know. But if you're interested in that, you can head on over there and you'll get those free mindfulness cards as soon as you sign up. Okay, so sorry about that. That was a little bit long. I should always put in the chapters below things so that you can skip ahead to things that you actually want to watch. Today, I would like to show you the December morning meeting slides. I'm going to show you how to sing some of the songs, how I play the games, explain a couple of things that have been updated. So if you have purchased these slides, you can head on over to TPT, go to your purchases, and re-download the product info page. It will have a link to this video, but also a link to the updated slides. But if you use the product info page that you already downloaded, you can just click on that link one more time, and it'll ask you to make a new copy, and the new copy will have all the updates in it. If you haven't purchased a copy, you can head over to TPT today and get yours now. Let's get started. This is my not PDF version because I haven't finished making this video yet. So this is what it looks like. I do it all in PowerPoint. Anyhow, on the third page, there is a link of how to use this video. So you click on this image and it'll bring you to the video that you're watching now. And then if you scroll down even further, when we have the part that says included in this product, so you click on this image here and it'll force a copy of the December morning meetings. So we're going to do that now. But so you click on here in the PDF, but I'm going to have to follow the hyperlink. So open the hyperlink and this is what it'll look like. It'll force a copy for you. So there you are. You have the first page of the December morning meetings. It'll say copy of Réunions Matinales Décembre 2023. So it just has this first page image, and then we get down to les jours de la semaine. I have made links here. You can see the little windows the same size as the Christmas stockings. So if you want to move down by day, you click there and then you click to slide 4, or click here and to slide 10 and to slide 16. So I'll just do an example. And we're down at mercredi. On every page of the first day of the week for the example week, you will click on the home and it'll bring you back to the page that we were just at. So it's a little easier to navigate. And then if you want to get down to the new activities, so you can add some new activities, you click here and it'll bring you all the way to the bottom. And then we have also on each one of these, the page right above is this page right here. So, but if you want to go all the way back to the top, you'll click Accueil and go to the first slide. Or if you want to go back and choose different activities, because there's quite a few new ones, you click back to that and it'll go to the slide ahead. But say, for example, if you wanted to get down to the editable slides, it's slide 93. So click down there, and then you want to go back to the top, you click back to Activité, and it'll bring you back to the middle part. But if you want to go all the way to the top, you click Accueil and go to the first slide. So that's how I have it organized. So we start with Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est lundi. And then we have Bonjour de Père Noël. Dis bonjour aux amis près de toi, comme le Père Noël. Par exemple, allô, oh, oh. They can do a dab if they like, but I just thought that clip art was hilarious, so I put that there. And also important to note, allô is how you answer the telephone, but it's the only way that I could figure out how to say oh, 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 like the Père Noël, or you could say salut, or you could say bonjour, something fun like that. Message du jour, I say this in every video, but I think it's super important to mention, especially if you're new here. I do not write a message du jour for you because this is something that I write personally for each class. I have the names of some students in it. I might say special things that are going on that week or next week or next couple of days, what's going on at the school. But things that I do include, I just have example here, is a hello with a vocabulary word there. So, bonjour mes petits reines. And then jour 1, gymnase avec Monsieur Josh. So I'll tell them what is the special activity of the day or for my prep time. Then we go down to the calendar. I usually have a little icon that I add with a link to what's the temperature is that day, because I really like to discuss that on a daily basis. And during the fall equinox time, I really like to show them how there is less and less sunlight every day. So we'll make a big, huge chart in the classroom of when the sun rises and when the sun sets. And they can see, and I usually color it yellow and the rest of it black, so they can see that the daylight time is decreasing as we approach Christmas. And then after Christmas in January, that could be another activity that you do to show that the light starts increasing. The amount of light each day starts increasing. But I added a little icon here. You can change that if you like to move it along to show them which day. You can also add other images if you like to show what the special days are, like when is the Christmas concert, if you're having one, or if there's a special crafts day or whatever it is that your school does. Okay, so then we get into pensée partage. I usually do pensée partage before the activity because the pensée partage part is a little bit shorter usually, but if it's not, I'll flip it like this just so that the longer part is at the end and I don't forget about the other part. So we've got example questions that you could ask the students. The idea here is just to get the discussion going and give everybody a chance to participate and make sure that everybody's giving a good listen to each student so that they feel heard. And then usually on Monday mornings, I do some sort of mindfulness activity, or we can do yoga, something to move our bodies, usually on Monday mornings. Sometimes they're really sleepy, especially during stressful months, seem to be a lot more sleepy. So we like to get up and move in the morning, do some physical activity, whether it be energizing or a little bit lower, not vigorous physical activity, but usually moderate to low physical activity in the morning, just to get our blood pumping a little bit and getting our brain working better. So here we have yoga flow with elves. So then we have Salut, aujourd'hui c'est mardi. Bonjour de pain d'épices. So everybody's sitting in a circle and each person takes a turn to walk across the circle, really stiff arms and legs as if you are a bonhomme en pain d'épices. And then you go across, pick a student and say, hey, passe une belle journée. Or the font is different because when I made my updates, then after I did that, I updated the computer. And then once I updated the computer, I opened my file again and the heading fonts disappeared and I could not figure out why. So I just added a different font. So that's why it looks different. Then we've got Le Nombre Mystère. This is one of my favorite games. I have more slides down below here. They go all the way up to 100. I don't know if you can see them down on the side here. If you want to add your own numbers above 100, for example, which would be great practice for some students in grade 3, for example, you would have to insert a text box and then add the numbers here. For example, not too hard. You just have to move it underneath so that it's there. And you could still play the game with super high numbers if you'd like. The object of the game is to get students to guess numbers that are between the two numbers that are shown here, which is 41 and 50. And at the beginning, I always say, est-ce qu'on peut deviner 41? Non. Est-ce qu'on peut deviner 50? Non. Le nombre est entre 41 et 50, which means if it's between those two numbers, it cannot be this number. It cannot be a number that's lower than 41 either, and it also cannot be a number that is higher than 50. The object of the game is to move these boules de Noël as many times as possible. So I don't pick a number beforehand. So what you do is they guess a number. If they guess 48, I'm not going to move this one to over here because the game's over right away. So what you want to do is you move this one first and then say, non, le nombre n'est pas 48. Le nombre est entre 41 et 48. C'est plus petit que 48 et plus grand que 41. And then they guess again. And you just move the ones that are furthest away so that you can do it as many times as possible. And then when you get one left in between, you say, oui, le nombre mystère est 45 parce que c'est le seul nombre qui est plus grand que 44 et plus petit que 46. All right, then we've got bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est mercredi. Bonjour de flocon. Have the kids float around like snowflakes and say hello to one another. What you might want to do is, if it takes too long, because in grade 1 I noticed that some of the kids take forever to do this activity, I put a timer there. Go into insert, video, snow timer, like that. And you can find one. 5 minutes is pretty long. So here we go, 1 minute snow timer. So you click there and click insert. And then you have a 1 minute timer that you can use. So you say, everybody, you can tell everybody you got 1 minute to do this. And then you click, okay, let's go. And then do that. Don't say, I love to do physical activity in the morning before I ask the students to sit down and listen and pay attention during mini lessons or longer lessons. I highly recommend that you do this because it really helps the brain calm down and think. It regulates your neurotransmitters in your brain, and it increases some of the miracle grow in your brain that helps you learn and put things into your memory. So I highly recommend doing this before you do any lessons. Salut, aujourd'hui c'est jeudi. Then we've got bonjour vocabulaire. So what I do to introduce vocabulary, and what I'll do after I introduce it, is I'll stick it up on the wall. I noticed that having vocabulary on the wall is super duper helpful with the younger grades, because searching for something in a lexicon or even in a dictionary is pretty close to impossible. So what I do is this is one of the ways that I can introduce the vocabulary. So bonjour, I'll give each student a card. So one of these cards that's down here. Hold on, let me get one. Here they are. So I have all my vocabulary cards organized in this little bin right here. Like this. Okay, here we go. We've got Christmas. These are the Meta Mindset vocabulary cards. If you'd like a copy, you can go to TPT. They're available there. The reason why I have different colors, they're just random colors. Try to do them kind of by theme. There are verbs and nouns. Okay, so what they do, each kid has one, and then after they present it, I put it up on the wall so that they've already seen it before, and then they watch me put it up on the wall. So they'll show it like this, and then everybody will say, bonjour, cadeau, and then the student that has it goes, bonjour, or salut, whatever. Anyway, it's a pretty funny way to do it. They actually kind of liked it. I just thought I would give it a try. It was just like an idea that I had. And then they actually really liked it. So I do it for every theme when I'm starting to introduce more thematic words. Bouger. So again, I like to start the mornings with some physical activity. Especially in December as we approach Christmas, the students have a tougher time staying calm. So what I do is add more physical activity. And that's one of the huge reasons why I introduced videos that are vocabulary based, because I use it during my learning blocks as part of the learning. Coucou, aujourd'hui c'est vendredi. Param pam pam pam. Okay, so you can choose either to tap your knees or clap your hands. So the students are supposed to say, j'espère que ta journée ne manque pas un battement, and then go. Or you can introduce some sort of rhythm that you want them to clap to. And then we've got extras down at the bottom here that I already discussed. We have more calendars all the way up to 2026. An extra message du jour. Reine ou rhinocéros. So the teacher's going to decide two sides of the class. One side is reine, one side is rhinocéros. The students are going to pick which animal they would prefer to ride or become or have as a pet. And then they will pick their sides, so they can either go on this side or that side. And then once they pick, they just say hello to everybody that wants to be a reine ou tout le monde qui veut être un rhinocéros. Bonjour emoji. So I'm trying to add some more social emotional stuff in here. So you're just going to say hello to your partner or say hello to a couple kids if you like, and explain which emoji they feel like today and why they feel that way. Accueil en syllabes. So you say salut en frappant les syllabes de son nom. So the example I gave was with my names. For example, bonjour Catherine. That one should go pretty quickly. Pensez partage. Name something that you are proud to have accomplished this year. I usually do this one closer to the end, closer to Christmas, because I don't get to see them until next year. It's one of my favorite things to say. See you next year when they leave. Okay, this one is a song. I'm gonna have to do another video, but I'm gonna sing it just in case you can't hear me in the other video. So, ça c'est une chanson de répétition. And then the students say, ça c'est une chanson de répétition. Okay, so then you go, as-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? As-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? Regardez-moi, un pingouin tu verras. Regardez-moi, un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit. And then you tap it on your thigh. So then you go, only one hand, so only bras droit. As-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? Regardez-moi, un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit. bras gauche. And then you tap both of them on each side of your legs. As-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? Regardez-moi et un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit, bras gauche, pied droit. So pied droit, you're going to tap it on the ground, not the pied gauche yet. So you're doing tapping the arms and now tapping the foot. So, as-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? Regardez-moi un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit, bras gauche, pied droit, pied gauche. So you're going to be waddling back and forth and tapping on your legs like this. As-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? Regardez-moi un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit, bras gauche, pied droit, pied gauche. Tête en haut. So you're going to be looking up while you sing it and tap everywhere. You go, as-tu déjà vu un pingouin danser? And then the students repeat after you each time. I'm just kind of doing it because it goes faster. Regardez-moi un pingouin tu verras. Bras droit, bras gauche, pied droit, pied gauche, tête en haut, tirez la langue. Regardez-moi un pingouin tu verras. And that's it. That's the end of that one. Trouve le lutin. So everybody's sitting in a circle. You pick a student that's going to leave the circle and go face the chalkboard or the whiteboard. Then behind the student, so the student's not allowed to peek, the guesser student, behind, you're going to silently pick a student. When the class is chosen, you let the guesser know. The guesser will say, lutin, qui es-tu? And then the student that was chosen will respond,
Bonjour, lutin, c'est moi.
Or, bonjour, lutin, c'est moi. They're going to change their voice so that it's not so obvious who it is. And then the guesser can come in the middle of the circle and they have 3 times to guess who it was that did the silly voice. Les animaux du Père Noël. So the students are sitting in a circle. The student is going to pick an animal that he would like to see pulling Santa's sleigh instead of a reindeer. When a student has an idea in their head, they're going to get up, go in the middle of the circle and act like the animal, and then the other students have to guess which animal it is that they think should pull the which animal they think that Santa's sleigh should. Which animal should pull Santa's sleigh? Okay. And then you can end it when everybody had a turn if you like. Dans cette salle de classe. This is a game. So without telling the class, the student is going to establish a rule for an imaginary classroom. The only things that are allowed in the imaginary classroom are objects that correspond with this rule. So to start the game, so for example, if you pick the rule Christmas objects or something like that, then you would pick one in your head. So if you pick like a Christmas tree, for example, so you write Christmas tree, sapin de Noël, on the chalkboard, and then students can raise their hands to guess which objects are authorized to be in this imaginary classroom. One student might guess un crayon, and then you say, nope, un crayon cannot be in this classroom because it has to be Christmas stuff. And another student might say, un livre, and then you say, nope, pas un livre. And then another student might say, un traîneau, and then you say, yes, a traîneau is allowed. So you could practice vocabulary words that way. That's my suggestion. But you could do it with any category. It could be food, it could be plants, it could be fruit, it could be vegetables, it could be things that go in the house, it could be any vocabulary words that you're working on. And then, mystère du biscuit volé, qui a volé les biscuits en pain d'épices? So everybody writes their name on a piece of paper and you put it in a hat or a bowl or whatever. And then you pick one student to come and pull a name. But the student does not show that to the class unless, of course, the student can't read it and then you read it for them in their ear. And then this student has to give clues on the identity of the cookie thief without saying his or her name. So they could say things like, il est un garçon, il porte les lunettes, il porte des souliers rouges aujourd'hui, blah, blah, blah. And then the first student that guesses the name can pull another name, or the game could be over. Up to you. Categories. Divide the class into groups of 2 or 3. The student names a category. So it could be fruit, for example. The students have 3 or 4 minutes to list or draw if they can't write things. The most fruit that they could think of, and points are given out for things that no other group has written. So for original answers. Où est moustache? This is a popular game. How you play it is, I'm going to put it up here from now on, I think, because I think hiding it behind, I was getting frustrated figuring out where I hid it the last time. Anyhow, so putting it up here so that you can hide it if you want. You can hide it before the students come to class. I think it would be the best one, so then you have no peekers, no cheaters. So what you do is you put Moustache the cat behind one of these images, and then the students have to guess where Moustache is. So they'll say, est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière le Père Noël? And then you say, voici le Père Noël. And then you move it and they say, nope, Moustache ne se cache pas derrière le Père Noël. And then a student might say, est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière le charbon? Voici le charbon. No, Moustache ne se cache pas derrière le charbon. Est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière le cadeau? Oui, Moustache se cache derrière le cadeau. Game over. Or you can move this and re-hide the cat the next time. So that's how you play. And then I also am starting to add one with numbers. So to practice the numbers, if you hide behind one of the numbers, you can change these numbers if you like. So if this is too high, you can change them. But in grade 1, I usually try every month to go up some numbers just to keep practicing all of the numbers. So you do the same thing. You hide behind. I have to send it to the back. Okay. And then they say, est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière 13? Il y a pas un numéro 13 là. And then they say, ça c'est 13. And you say, no, ça c'est 31. Okay, est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière 31? No. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. There's 2 moustaches. Okay. Est-ce que Moustache se cache derrière 35? Oui. Ooh, I'm glad I found that. I need to take that cat out of there. Okay, then I have some extra ones with all the videos that Madame Mindset has presently. There will be more coming out soon. Insert song, Christmas songs here. You could go to video, and then you can go chanson de Noël en français. You'll get tons. Ooh, I like these ones. And then you just click here and then insert them, and they will be in your thing there to choose from. And then these are the extra nombre mystères right there. And then we go down to the edible ones where they're just blank slides with the fun backgrounds that I use. So blank calendar, blank salutations, blank activities. So that is what I do for the December morning meetings. Okay, so those are my December morning meetings. I do have a lot of stuff that has conversations about snowballs and snowmen and a lot of Christmas stuff in there. I teach at a Catholic school, so that's why there's a lot of Christmas stuff. And in Windsor, there is not a lot of snow before Christmas. But I kind of lean into that because sometimes it's good to have those conversations before the snow starts so that they're kind of aware of what the expectations are when we get started. The other thing is sometimes, or not sometimes, I find that like Christmas time is pretty stressful time at school and just in life in general. But what I have found that actually helps quite a bit is to actually lean into the Christmas stuff. So if you can find a way, this is my teacher tip for the day. If you can find a way to lean into the Christmas stuff, because the kids are super duper interested in all of that stuff, use that to your advantage. We teach them the vocabulary so that they can talk about the stuff that they're doing and the stuff that they're interested in. You can play fun games like Où est moustache. You can use a lot of the meta mindset videos. I have a couple more in the works. If you can click that like button and subscribe and click on the bell so you'll be notified by new videos. Thank you so much to everybody who's supported the channel. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you yet today, you are amazing. And don't you forget it. À la prochaine!